little plant. Can't do it. How you doing, Eric?
Oh, well, good to see you.
So Hillary, you went in to see Ray a lot?
I tried to.
Well, I mean, he needed me back in the day. And I told Ray,
He was good play. Very good play.
as long as you don't screw up, as long as you're not late, and you don't screw up,
If you do, then
then you're done.
bye.
I think so.
I forgot that he's probably wearing his wallet and sitting down.
Well, he's. Hey. We're not.
Yeah, it'd be good though.
Or he's going to talk on the.
But he's gonna sit down.
Oh, well, yeah, so.
It's to govern and full.
There's another one of these right after
At 2 o'clock, I'll be out there too. You gonna be out there?
No, I'm not gonna go that way.
All right. It's out Buffalo.
I'll stay on this side of that.
All right.
I'll be glad. I'll give you a ride if you need a ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you'll be going.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll have to wait on me, may as well.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Okay. James, I'll let you start.
All righty, thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are again, getting ready to have a groundbreaking on another project that we have worked on for way too long. And once again, through the governor's great leadership, here we are again, going to get started here with some actual construction. So it's really great to be here. I'm Jimmy Wriston. I'm the new Commissioner of Highways. You're going to see a lot of this over the next 6 or 8 years. We got a lot of projects planned. We're going to do a lot of maintenance work. You're going to be proud of your highway department. You're going to be just about as proud of it as I am, because we've got great leadership. We've got great people working for us, and we're going to keep cranking out projects like this. There's a lot of folks who are involved helping us get this project to where it is today. I do want to point out that our designer here is Ed Robinson from E.L. Robinson, who designed the project. As an engineer, I can marvel at some of the nice features in this project. The flyover that'll keep you from sitting at that railroad track, the modern roundabout that'll keep that traffic moving and help with congestion, and all the safety features involved in the project, the widening. So it's a really great day for Kanawha Valley. I'd also like to, I see some of the Kokosing folks here who's going to build this project for us. If you look at the pictures on the way in, you can see that this is going to be a very, very beautiful project when they get done. So you guys, we're counting on you to do a really great job, and I know you're going to meet that completion date. Thank you. Now this is a first for me. I've had an opportunity to be out with the governor many times, but this is a great honor for me, because it's the first time that I get to introduce the governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice.
I'm going to stay right here. Listen, I can't be more excited about this. You know, we had a little leak yesterday, and word got out on the project. But I'm going to read you a little bit here, and I got it right here, Jimmy. But I guess the thing that is overwhelming from my standpoint about all the things that are happening within highways, it's just this. It's just how long we've been at stuff. I mean, yesterday on the Coalfield Expressway, now just imagine this. From Crab Orchard, or from really, I guess, what I would call the old colony drug that was right in the edge of Beckley. And then you come down through Crab Orchard and you go another 3 or 4 miles on a portion of the Coalfield Expressway, and literally that 3 or 4 miles is worn out right now. And it's in ill repair right now. Now, we have built 3 or 4 miles of the Coalfield Expressway, and what we were announcing yesterday was another, for all practical purposes, 10 miles of paving and everything on the Coalfield Expressway. The 3 or 4 miles that connected to it was worn out before we could get this over here done. I mean, imagine that. You know how long they've been working on that? 29 years. 29 years. Well, I don't know exactly how long we've been working on this project in South Charleston, but it's an incredible community, and the congestion's unbelievable, and however long it's been too long. It's been way too long. Now, I've got to say this to you. I've been in this building many, many, many times. I don't know that I've ever been in a building, you know, in the office as the governor and been here being able to announce things. Most generally, when I've been in this building, it has not been a good result for me. So nevertheless, I hope that today will be a very good result. You know, I can't say enough, you know, that we've got a new Secretary of Transportation in Byrd White. And Byrd is a longtime friend and doing a great job. And we're going to truly get our roads fixed, and we're on everything. And our bigger projects, we're not going to back off from finding ways to get our bigger projects done. Now, I'm going to ask another secretary in just a minute, you know, Secretary Hardy, to come up and be with Jimmy and everything. But let me tell you one thing about Byrd White, and I'd ask you for your prayers in every way. His wife's having a tough go of it, you know, and she's been through the chemo or some cancer type treatment and all that kind of stuff. But this morning, you know, she had a bowel blockage, or last night in the middle of the night. Byrd would have loved to have been here for absolute certain and everything. And he just texted me and said that she had a bowel blockage, but she's doing better, and you know, she's doing great, but it's a tough go. I'd ask you to remember just this, and I had the opportunity to do this yesterday. We lost a paratrooper. We lost a National Guardsman, and so please keep that family and that young man in your prayers. But nevertheless, Dave, if you come up, and our mayor and all, you know, and any of the other public officials, you know, Glenn or Eric or whomever, you know, please come on up here and stand with us. And you know, county commissioners, if we've got any county commissioners, or, you know, anybody here that, you know, could stand here. I'm gonna let Jimmy go into the particulars about the project, but all I would say is just this. This project is supposed to be completed in 2022, I believe. It is the widening of over 2 miles of Jefferson Road from Corridor G to McCorkle Avenue. It's going from 4 to 5 lanes. There's so many aspects of it. They're going to have a walking and cyclist type trail. You know, the other thing is the extra dirt from the project. I love stuff like this. It's going to be used to fill a fly ash pond that will give us the opportunity for a new shopping plaza. There's just so many spin-offs of this job, and I'm sure that Ed Robinson's been a great friend of mine forevermore, and I'm sure that his group has done an incredible job in the design. And so you know, and let me say this. I talked about Byrd just a second. You know, Byrd's our Byrd is our Secretary of Transportation. Jimmy Wriston. I mean, this character right here. You know, he came and I got to know him over about the last year, and of all people around, Jimmy fits the mold with me absolutely perfectly. And you know why he fits the mold? I mean, he's a no-nonsense guy. He's a get-it-done guy. I mean, that's what Jimmy seems to me, you know, is through and through. So he's our commissioner and he's our deputy secretary of transportation. And absolutely, I just think we're on the right path now, and we're really, really going to get it done. So I'm so tickled to have him, and I think he's doing great work and everything. So I can't add a whole lot more to the project and everything other than say, well, I can add one more thing, and that is this: through the wisdom of Byrd and Dave and Jimmy and the powers to be, not only, I mean, this project's a $46 million project, but they have found a way, and I'll let them explain it because, you know, it's too much of a Rubik's Cube for me to be able to explain it, but they found a way to be able to accelerate that and only really utilize $10 million of our state funds to be able to do that. So and use the rest of it through Fed dollars, is that right? That's as far as I can take it. So y'all ask them the question and everything, but it's, again, wisdom that these people are doing, and they're doing it right now. And so it's really good stuff. So that's about all I've got, and now we'll take your questions if you choose to. And again, I thank all y'all in every way. Mayor, I like everything except the color of that tie, you know. But other than that, I'm okay. Okay.
With that being said, can we get some specifics of the project? I hear that there's a roundabout. What does that mean? How many phases will this be done? And when will we see construction actually shovels in the ground?
All right, let's answer the last question first. The construction will begin within the next 60 days. Is that right, Mr. Contractor? That's correct. That is correct. So that within the next 60 days, we'll be out here working on this project. The second part of your question, will it be phased, is no. We have a full, complete, comprehensive project, and we're going to move forward with that. The roundabout is designed to relieve congestion. It's to keep traffic moving. We're eliminating all those signal lights that you sit at forever and ever and ever. And it takes a little getting used to when you first see these things. We've had some experiences with them up around Fairmont. We've built a couple up there, and within a week or two, folks they just love them because they're just that much more efficient, and you can get around. And that's really the whole purpose of this project, is to safely move people efficiently through this area because they got places to go.
You said this will be completed by 2022?
That is correct. December 28th, just in time for the New Year's celebrations. December 28th, Mr. Contractor. I may get corrected here by my good friends from Kokosing back here, but I think you'll see a pretty typical startup. You'll see them mobilize in with their equipment. They'll begin the earthwork and the traffic control schemes. You'll see some erosion and sediment control devices being placed. Typical startup construction type of operations. Being in an urban setting, those are a little tighter than they normally are out in the rural areas. Well, I mean, how much more delays could you have than what you have now? Yeah,
Talk about the cost of this project. As the governor mentioned, it seems to be a $46 million project that the state only uses
certainly this is the wisdom of our new Secretary of Transportation and the wisdom of the governor choosing an accountant to actually manage the money with the Department of Transportation. We have $10 million of our state money into this huge project, $46.8 million, but we are actually leveraging 3 buckets of federal aid fund that was probably going to lapse had we not come in and caught that and put these dollars to work for us. So, and then we have a little bit of our regular federal aid funding for this. So we not only are going to have an efficient design, we not only going to have efficient construction, we have efficient funding for this project.
Let me say this, you know, because I can make it easy, because I can't take it down the weeds. You know, I was with Jimmy, with Byrd, with Dave, you know, Bray Carey, and I can't recall who all else was in the meeting, but we were looking for ways that we could pull dollars without affecting our projects, pull dollars and redirect dollars into our secondary roads. That's what prompted all this. And I said, guys, there's got to be a way. I mean, for crying out loud, there's got to be a way that from the federal government that there's dollars available to us. And then I think, you know, Dave was saying, you know, that there's $450 million annual dollars or something like that, Fed dollars, you know, appropriated to us and everything. And we were looking, and lo and behold, then they found exactly what Jimmy was telling you. You know, they found that there could have been lapsed dollars that we could have absolutely lost and everything, and they found it. And so this project, we're going to save big time money. And Dave, you can talk if you know. You know more about
There's one other part of this project that's very unique and very exciting, and this was what Frank Mullins brought to the legislature with the creation of the TIF district and the STIF district. One, it's going to involve filling in the fly ash pond, which is over here at the intersection of the interstate and McCorkle Avenue, which is a prime location, but the dirt from the Jefferson Road project will be used to fill in that pond with approval and proper engineering techniques used. And secondly, and Mayor, I'll let you get in more detail if you need to, it's also going to create additional access and pads up at the Regional Technology Park, which is up on the hill here in South Charleston. So it's a highways project, and all highways projects are economic development projects, but it's got an added bonus in that it creates additional economic development sites as a part of the entire project by using the fill dirt that will be generated. So it's a really, really innovative project, and one that South Charleston brought to the legislature as part of a TIF/STIF district, which the legislature, of course, approved in the spring of 2017.
Oh, I can. Yeah, that's another exciting thing about the project is how this is married together. This industrial, basically, it's an industrial dump site that would continue to be that way. It was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for these projects to be married, to use the fill to fill the pond. Once we remediate it and get a pad ready and get this new open-air shopping center open, it's going to create an estimated $18 million worth of sales tax that'll go back. And actually, another financial win for this project, it's going to pay back. It's going to pay back the road, the bonds for the road. So that's a win for everybody. Look, folks, this is going to create $300 million worth of new construction in South Charleston over the next several years because of public approved projects and the private sector. So it's a huge game changer, not just for South Charleston, but for the whole valley and the state of West Virginia. So it's a win for everybody. And I was thanking the governor's staff and our elected officials. It's just been I'm so excited. I don't know what to say. And I did think about the governor when I put this tie on this morning. I almost changed it, but this is my lucky tie, so I had to keep it on there. But again, Governor, thank you very much. We appreciate you guys so much.
I absolutely love it. I mean, you think $300 million, I mean, it's as an economic gain, it's just, I love it. It's just good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, we're done. Thank y'all so much.